Okay, so my name is Mohammed. I'm technically a fourth year at Carleton Computer Systems Engineering student, and we're just finishing up our third year project, which consisted of putting a house together and putting some sensors to the house to simulate sort of an alarm system. One of my favorite memories of this project was actually getting the dollhouse, and I remember we went to Valley Village and we were in line standing with the dollhouse, these three big dudes with beards and stuff, having this dollhouse, and the lady in front of me was saying, "Oh, my daughter really likes playing with these dollhouses. I think you can." I'm like, "Yeah, we're using it for an engineering project actually." She was like, "Okay," just kind of walked away. So that was one of the best memories for this project. Something that I kind of got out of this project was the hands-on experience with working with hardware and connecting it with the Raspberry Pis. At the beginning of the semester, I was very hesitant to kind of hook up the sensors. And, if something is backwards or whatever, I was afraid of maybe just shorting it or blowing it or whatever. And I remember when I first hooked up the smoke sensor, I put in 5 volts where it was actually supposed to only take 3.3 volts. So when I did that, I can just suddenly smell some burning thing happening with the sensor, and I was really freaked out with that. But eventually, as the project went on and more progress happened, I was more comfortable with hooking up the sensors, taking charge of putting in the leads, and just kind of working with the sensors gives me an appreciation of other projects that I may be interested in working on the side, not particularly for academic reasons. So third year project kind of exposes you to a bunch of technologies that you may not be familiar with, and that is fine because you get the whole semester to kind of play around and experiment and kind of make your own project out of it.
So my name's John. I think overall my favorite experience with this project was kind of some very late nights in this lab here, kind of just going over some object-oriented design, and some real kind of full-on debates in terms of the best way of doing it, and that we could find kind of the right mix. And it was kind of neat to see the different kind of perspectives. I think about the class, I really kind of enjoyed just the atmosphere of the class. It was really fun kind of being in a more open and collaborative environment. That was a lot of fun. But I think also just like Mo said, the kind of hooking up the various sensors to the project, that was a lot of fun. Not having much experience kind of through the past classes, some more experience, but no real kind of in class. And so it was nice kind of building a project from the ground up and picking your various sensors, how to wire them all up, how to connect them, how best to distribute them across the home, and the various kind of sensor combinations, and what even kind of processing the data, what's a high value, what's a low value on analog sensors, and different things like that. So it was a really good experience and a lot of fun just kind of getting your hands dirty with some of the hardware and making some circuits, scoping out different devices.
Hi, I'm Spencer. My favorite part about this class was being able to work with hardware and software. So for our project, we made use of lots of different kinds of sensors. They were both digital and analog, and so it was nice to gain experience working with those.